to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we about to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece. Hello, and welcome to my favorite and your favorite day of the week, Wednesday, Boxing Day. Maybe we should call it Unboxing Day. We're not really unboxing. Maybe we are unboxing. I don't know. I don't know the lingo that the kids use. Yeah, today's the day. Today's the day we've all been looking for. We've been pumped about it. We've been looking forward to it. And here we are. We are officially here at Boxing Day. I'm running an ad to kind of get that out of the way. If you are not subscribed, you probably can't hear this right now, but I'm trying to get this, out of the way so we can just jump right into it. I meant to do it. I typically do it like during the startup screen or whatever, but I forgot. I was running around doing stuff. But for anybody who's not, let's take a peek. Did you see my cool new start screen? Fire. Looks fire. It looks so good. I love the way this looks. Like, is it perfect? Yes, of course it is. It's absolutely perfect. I love it. It looks so good. This was just me messing around with Gemini, asking, telling it what I wanted, what I was, mainly I obviously do One Piece, TCG, and, spit, basically this out. Like there were some minor alterations that I had done to it, and everything isn't perfect on it, which is fine. You can see here this looks pretty much like Romance Dawn, but it's not. If you're being very picky, right, you jump in here and you can find the flaws or whatever. I did have this fixed. It did say Monkey D. Luffy, but then I made another change to it, and it added and it put the ampersand here instead of the D. And I wasn't too picky. I was doing this at 11 o'clock last night, so I was done and tired, and I was very happy with how it got. Yeah. Chomutta, what's up, man? I'm just looking at my cool new, just doing my cool new little starting soon screen. I'm just kind of going over it real quick. Yeah, just me messing around with with Gemini. Pretty dope. And then, as you could probably see, I got my handles for YouTube. It's been Facebook for the longest time. That's kind of what started this, right? That's one of the things that started me kind of going through this whole thing of changing this starting screen. And I do have an ending screen too. It's similar. It's not the exact same, but it's similar. But I was just going to change the. I am, yes. I'm kind of, I got to do my yapping at the beginning, but we got that PRB-02 booster box here for you, unopened, unadulterated. But yeah, I'm proud of this. Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Trust me. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some hits, man, for real. We definitely gonna have some hits. But yeah, I was trying to get my because before it had Facebook and it had my name there or whatever. I don't care if y'all know my name, but I don't really have anything on my Facebook that has to do with this, right? So I was gonna change it to YouTube and my YouTube handle, and I did it. I made the change, and I was like, you know what? I'm already in here. I'm messing around with stuff. Let me see what else I can do. So I started messing around with some other stuff, and then the background, I was like, you know what? This background is just like a default background that they give. So then I went to Gemini, and it just kind of went downhill. I was in there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, messing around with stuff, and they did such a good job. Like, I'm so happy with how this looks. Again, it's not perfect. Like, it's AI, right? So some of the stuff look kind of wonky. Like, you can look at the Romance Dom packs over the booster packs in the treasure chest. Like, it don't necessarily say Romance Dom, but it looked like a Romance Dom booster pack. Like, it looks so good. I love the action figures that they have over to the right. Then they got the mic. Then they got the mouse. It did such a fantastic job. I'm so happy with this. I'm gonna go through it here, a couple times and make some alterations and stuff like that, and kind of clean it up. But this is what I got out of just one session, sitting down, messing around with it. So, all right, enough of that. That's not what y'all came here to see, man. That's not what y'all came here to see. Y'all came here to see the goods. We got the goods here for you. So go ahead and just get into it. I was debating on opening a pack of Riftbound, because y'all know I love my Riftbound too. But this is we're gonna keep it nice and clean. We're gonna keep it one piece centered. All right. In PRB-02, they have a Sanji. So the Sanji Secret Rare, they released a manga version of the Sanji. And it looks pretty good. I like it. Again, I prefer the cards that, and it's very hard, because if this was 6 months ago, that card would go so hard, because it would probably be in like the best deck. Well, that Luffy wasn't out 6 months ago. Well, you get my drift, right? If it was out a couple of months ago, if that Sanji was out a couple of months ago, it would be going crazy, because Blue Purple Luffy, I guess maybe 6 months ago it would have been going crazy, because Blue Purple Luffy used that card, and it was one of the main cards in the deck. But all right, if you're new to the stream, Joy Boy, what up, welcome. Hey, you got into the very beginning of it. I ain't even opened a pack yet, so it's my very first pack, bro. I've bought a lot of boxes. So this is just a box that I pulled out of my inventory. Well, that's what I call my collection of cards. I call it my inventory, right? All the cards and stuff that I got. Maybe one day I'll flip my camera around and show you my little closet that I got with all my stuff in it. But this box, I don't know how much this box costs. I would say, because I have so many boxes, I've paid. It's been a range. If I had to make an assumption, I would say this box probably costs about between $130 and $140. And again, that's like I've paid probably all the way up to like maybe $160, $170 for boxes, and then I got them as cheap as like $110, I want to say. So I've got them in a large range. So on average, it probably cost me $130, between $130 and $140. But yeah, this box in particular, I don't know how much it cost me. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what we're gonna get. We're gonna hit I have a feeling we're gonna hit oh yeah, I forgot they're all Dons on the back, so no red backs for PRB-02. A lot of you guys probably started watching the stream and following after we was really heavy into PRB-02. Like when I first started this stream, I was opening a box of PRB-02 like a day. It was absolutely crazy. But I got about like a week and a half into doing that, and I was like, it's too expensive. It's too crazy. But I love PRB-02. It is such a good set. It's amazing. I wish they did. Obviously, they can't do this all the time because it wouldn't be fire. Let's go. This Sabo is selling for like $12-13 right now, and it's just a super rare. This is such a good card. It's crazy because it doesn't do much. Like there's no like crazy effect on it. It's just if you have, so it's a 6 cost, 6,000 power, 2K counter. If you have 15 or more cards in your trash, give this card -3 cost in your hand. So like that's a dope ass effect, right? That's a really dope effect, and it's super generic. So you can play this literally in any black deck. Like this card is really popular in emo. That's one of the reasons why it's so expensive right now, because it's in the most popular deck in the format right now. So, and it's just a blocker. So it essentially turns into a 3 cost 6K 2K counter. 2K counters are always going to be good, right? Because they have utility. All right, okay. We got the promo Sabo. I think this is the promo one. Yeah, this is the promo Sabo. Lime juice. I have nightmares of this lime juice. I got so many of the lime juices. All right, box 1. Not a hit, but I will definitely take that Sabo. I actually love getting that Sabo. And I do have the alt art of that Sabo as well. All right, so we're either gonna get a gold Don in this box, or we're gonna get a manga event. I can feel it. This box has big manga energy written all over it. Okay, we got the new Jinbei. All right, the PRB-02 Jinbei. I have high hopes for this card. Like it's selling extremely cheap right now, but with OP14 comes out in January. Jinbei is a popular leader. Obviously, we'll see how popular when it actually comes out, but Jinbei is a popular leader, and there's a good chance that this card will work well in it, and it will potentially work well in Boa. It just really depends, because this only searches up 7 Warlords of the Sea, so it really kind of depends on how many 7 Warlords of the Sea cards you're running. But yeah, we'll see. I have high hopes for the Jinbei. Katarina Devon, it's really funny because like with me selling cards, right? I have so many cards in my inventory. We'll say X number of cards. I think right now it's like 3,000, but I've had like up to 4,500. That's been like my limit that I've had in my online store inventory, and you can kind of tell like something happens somewhere in the world, because a lot of a certain card that does not typically sell will start selling just out of nowhere. And I'm like, wait a minute, why the hell did I just sell 20 of these? And it's not just in one order. It's like, okay, this person had an order of 4, this person had an order of 3, this person had an order of 8, right? And it's a card like Katarina Devon. Like about a week ago, I had orders in a row for this Katarina Divine. Now, I never found out what happened, but I'm assuming like a Blackbeard. It had to be Blackbeard because this effect only works with Blackbeard. But I'm assuming there was some sort of top. It topped some sort of tournament or did well in some tournament because that card just kind of went crazy. So it's on TCG Player, and that was another thing I was actually trying to do last night. But again, it just got too late, and me working on that new start screen that I have. I just didn't have any time to actually put it on there, and I couldn't figure out how to get a link to my store. Honestly, is really the main reason. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I can just put like the store name on there. But again, I don't know if you can look it up. But anyways, on TCG Player, my store is the Will of E cards. Get it? Like the Will of D if you're into the actual show. It's the Will of D. That's why all the important characters have D in their name. So playoff of that, my name is Eric. So the Will of E cards is my store on TCG Player. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that. Again, like that's literally what I was doing last night. I was trying to figure out how to get like a link, and I can like maybe put it somewhere. I don't really know, but maybe I just put the name of the store on there. So yeah, if you're looking to buy some stuff, I have a lot of PRB-02, OP12, OP13, like pretty much OP12 and up. Because I wasn't really doing a whole lot of collecting. I started playing in OP11 when OP11 like had just come out. I started playing in OP11, and I was just kind of dabbling then. When OP12 came out, that's when I really started hitting it hard. So I just got a ton of OP12, OP13, and PRB-02. So if you're looking for any of that stuff, I probably got it. Bad Manners Kick Course. Boa, let's go. This card is super popular. This card is also selling for like $13 right now. I've sold a couple of them, but I'm gonna hold off on selling the rest of them. I have like probably 6 or 7 of them now, including this one. But I have a ton of them, and I think if Boa does really well, this Slave Arrow is going to be a card that runs in this new Boa as well. But if Boa does really well, I have a feeling that this card will go up quite a bit, right? Like if you look back to some of the older like special sets, like not the canonical, I guess, sets, so anything outside of OP1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that kind of thing. Like EBO1, EBO2, PRB-01. Like if you look at those sets, like Cavendish ended up selling for like $40 or something like that. Cavendish was $40 for a long ass time. So in these special sets, some of the cards, especially when they are very good and very generic, they can run up. So I'm gonna make sure that, man, we've hit, I think every pack has hit we've opened 4 packs, and all 4 of them have had one of the new characters in it. And this one has 2 of the new characters in it. So this Luffy kind of sucks, but one of the streamers that I do like to watch, VV Theory, he's like one of the more popular ones. I like to watch him a lot. He says something that really resonates. It's like all it takes is one leader and sometimes just one card to come out that just breaks a character, breaks an older character. Like you'll look at a character, like that's what happened with Roger, right? Like Roger was selling for like $4 or $5 for a long time. And I actually took advantage of this because VV Gate told me this a couple months ago, right? He was like, all it takes is for one card to come out and it breaks a leader, and it breaks a card, and Roger selling for like $5. And right now it's the second most popular card selling on TCG Player in general for One Piece, obviously. It's the second most popular card, and it's selling for like I sold mine for $30 a pop, but I think market price is like 28, 29 bucks or somewhere around there. I sold like 4 of mine for $30 a pop. So I made 120 bucks. Well, I probably made like 90 bucks because I bought 6 or 7 of them. But yeah, so all it takes is something to come out that really can take advantage of a card, and they will go crazy. They will go crazy. Again, especially with the like PRB-02, like it was so tough getting PRB-02. I mean, I say that and I got like freaking a case worth of boxes back there, but it was tough. It was very tough. Frankie, Ben Beckman. I did pull the special print Ben Beckman and OP13. That's kind of running up right now, but that'll probably be something that I keep for a little while. Marco Don. All right. So this is nice. When I was opening a lot of boxes, my favorite, I guess, pathing to the end was I didn't like getting a hit in the first few packs, because it just kind of like, it's a high and then there's definitely a lull for quite a bit. So the more packs we go through, obviously, without getting a hit, obviously it increases our chances of getting said hit. Finger Pistol, Sanji. Oh, very close. Well, I thought this was that manga Sanji. Ooh-wee. There was a lot of Sanji in this. So was there another Sanji? All right, so our first hit, this is one of 2 secret rares that we'll get. Then we'll also get 2 alt arts. So that's how these boxes are formatted. 2 alt arts, 2 secret rares. And then, if we're lucky, we'll either get a gold Don or like a special print card, right? So we'll get one of the manga events, or we'll get like a special print of Shanks, hopefully. That's my favorite one, and I already have 2 of them. Both of them signed, by the way. But hit number 1, Sanji. All right, Crocodile, Shanks. All right, so 1 down and hopefully 4 to go. Hopefully we got 4 hits in this box. Or excuse me, hopefully we have 5 hits. Because again, we do get the consistent number that we know we're going to get is at least 4 hits. We're going to get the 2 secret rares, and then we're going to get the 2 alt arts. But then there's a possibility that we do get that extra hit, which would be the manga event or special print or a golden Dawn. Pudding. This box looks, at this point, I think we've hit, now there's 18. There's no way we're going to hit all 18, but we've hit quite a few of the PRB-02 exclusive cards already. This pudding, I think this pudding is going to be fantastic. Like, I genuinely think, like, right now it's very, very slept on, but listen to this. Like, especially because, like, there's a bunch of 6,000 power leaders that are very popular, but so it's a 7,000 power. So it's 7,000 power, 7 cost, 5,000 power, 1K counter, Big Mom Pirates character. First off, like, this artwork looks good. I really like the artwork here. On play, Dawn -2. If your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type and your opponent has 6 or more Dawn cards on their field, draw 2 cards. That's crazy right there. Dawn -2 to draw 2 cards. That's absolutely insane. Then play up to 1 Big Mom Pirates type character with 6,000 to 8,000 power from your hand. So what I've seen quite a bit so far is this comboing with that Charlotte Katakuri, the 8 cost Charlotte Katakuri that came out in OP11 that restands to um, Big Mom Pirates type characters at the end of the turn, and it's a blocker. Like this, I see this combo very frequently. So you can play this on your 7 Dawn turn. You go down to 5, obviously. Then you play the Charlotte Katakuri blocker, and you get to draw 2 cards. Like that, to me, in my opinion, like that's a, if it wasn't Big Mom Pirates type locked, this card would be a secret rare. Like seriously, like that's how powerful I think this effect is. And again, it's just not meta right now, so it's not, this card isn't selling for like a ton. It's not super quote unquote valuable, but this is one of those cards where I'm gonna hold on to them. Like I haven't even posted any of those, and I probably have like 10 of them right now. I haven't posted any of them because I don't want to sell such a good card for like $2. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm gonna hold on to that card until people start realizing. So again, what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna top one of these tournaments with Charlotte Katakuri or whatever. Maybe some other deck will come out in the future. Some other leader will come out in the future that can utilize this Charlotte pudding a lot better, and bam, she's gonna go through the roof. So you heard it here first. Maybe not. You probably heard it somewhere else, maybe. But I said it too, damn it. But yeah, those puddings, I haven't sold any of those puddings yet because I have such high hopes for that card. Like again, if it wasn't leader locked to just Big Mom Pirates types, which obviously, you know, I like when they do that. I like when they, you know, build things around like certain like schemas, right? Like, okay, this is gonna be Big Mom Pirates. That sign or that Sabo that we looked at earlier, that's a good card. That's a secret, or excuse me, that's a super rare because of the fact it is not leader locked, right? You can play that in literally any deck and it can do the exact same thing, right? If you have 15 cards in your discard pile, it's a 2K counter. Or it's a 3 cost, 6,000 power blocker with 2K counter. So, Trafalgar Law. Oh, thank God. I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought this was the alt of this Shanks because they look exactly alike. I literally think the only difference between this Shanks and the alt art is he's facing the other way. Like that literally looks like the only difference. It's probably one of my least favorite alts I've seen. Like it is not good. And again, like everything can't be a hit, right? Everything can't be the best and the greatest. Like I get that, I understand it, but that one is just fingers crossed. I hope that's not one of our hits here. I really hope that's not the case. All right, let's get some good mojo. Let's get some good mojo here. We're gonna hit one of them manga events. Now, would I be mad if I got another Gum Gum Giant manga event? Absolutely not, right? Like that's probably what I'm hoping to get. But if I got, so there's 2 that I don't have yet. It's the Blackbeard Pirates one. I can't remember the name, and then the Red Haired Pirates one. So those are the 2 that I do not have yet because I did get the Cross Guild and I had the Gum Gum Giant event. Gum Gum Rain. Every time I pull this Luffy, I think it's an alt. Ugh, damn it. All right, it's fine. It's fine. The thing that sucks about getting some of the secret rares is that I've opened so many of these packs and so many of these boxes. Like I got a bunch of them, but if I'm gonna get one that I have already, I want like the Zoro. You know what I'm saying? Like the Zoro's going up. Zoro's going up to like $10 right now. Because that card is just freaking amazing. You can swing 3 times for, you know, however much power you decide to give him if you give him any Don or whatever. But yeah, you get to swing 3 times with him for 3 Don. It's absolutely crazy. Got an Otama, very good. One of the better rares out of the set. Again, that's one of the exclusive cards to the set. I'm trying to think. The Zoro. What's the best rare? Probably the Zoro. Actually, I personally think the Kobe's probably the best. I think that card is just absolutely crazy. Like, it lets you draw a card firstly. If you don't have, like, I think if you don't have 6 cards in your hand or something, if you don't have either 5 or 6 cards in your hand, you get to draw a card and you get to KO like a body that has like 3,000 power or less or something like that. Like, and then on top of that, it also has the ability to. Is that? I can't remember if that one has the ability to like boost your leader. Usohachi, these cards are selling for like $2 for a, what is this, an uncommon? Oh, this is a common. $2 for like a common card. And it's a reprint. People are still paying $2 for it. Onami, just a regular searcher. Shanks, Yuto Kitty, you can be my samurai. Alright, so we have 2 alts left, and then hopefully we have a special print of something. Special print of like a manga event or a card in the past, or we already got 1 Sanji. Maybe there's 2 Sanjis in here. You know what I'm saying? That manga Sanji. 4. Alright, this will be our rare. Kaya, very good card. This will be our super rare. Basil Hawkins. Okay, let me read what this Basil Hawkins does. I've read it before, but like, why is this card a super rare? Okay, 6 cost. Let me get it here a little bit better. Okay, if your leader has the Supernova's type, this character gains blocker. Okay, so it's a blocker. Obviously, you're going to run it in a Supernova deck. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may rest one of your opponent's characters instead. Damn! That's actually a good-ass ability. If this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may rest one of your opponent's characters instead. That's actually crazy because typically you got to do something negative to yourself, right? So a lot of especially green, and even red, like the anti removal is typically, okay, rest this character, or you have to flip over one of your life, or you have to neg 2,000 power from your own character, like the character that's preventing it, that kind of thing, right? This dude says, okay, you're gonna try and remove somebody, bam, you don't have an attack. That's actually crazy. That's actually a really good card. And it's a blocker. I mean, it only runs in what was this, from OP7? It obviously, ooh, let's go. Oh, that is fire. That is fire. I did not expect to be getting the alt right there, so I'm kind of just yapping over it, but man, that looks amazing. And guess what? OP14, you guessed it. Doflamingo has a new leader, and this card is being ran in the new Doflamingo leader in OP14 over in the west right now. Excuse me, over in the east, right? So, and then this is the alt art for it too. So this is a very nice pull. I'm very happy with this, and on top of that, I don't have this card already. Like, when you get this card that you already have, it kind of really like takes the wind out of it, unless it's a crazy cracked card. But I don't have this card already. It took me forever to even get the first Doflamingo. I think this was the last of the PRB-02 exclusive cards that I got. I think the regular version. I think that one was, and I probably still only have like 2 or 3 of them, maybe, right? So okay, so this is a 5 cost, 6,000 power character, and look at this. I don't know what his ability is, like what I know he makes these strings, right? And that's how he made his bird cage when he's fighting Luffy or whatever. But like, I don't know, he has like a power to create strings or some shit like that. I don't know. But those are all like what's highlighted on here. You can kind of see it. Yeah, this actually is doing a pretty good job of showing right what's foil here. But yeah, the background is foil. So his body is not foil, but the background is foil. His strings or whatever are foil. But anyways, so this is a 5-cost 6,000 power. 5-cost 6,000 power 1K counter. 7 Warlords of the Sea Don Quixote Pirates type character with blocker. And on play, if your leader is multicolored, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and rest. I didn't realize that. So this isn't, I'm sure that this isn't going to be ran in, yeah, this probably isn't going to be ran in the, I didn't realize there's another 5-cost. Maybe they're not running the 5-cost Don Quixote. Maybe they're running a different 5-cost Don Quixote. But this one, yeah, because the Don Quixote in OP14 is purple only. That's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of lame. It should say if your leader is multicolored or Don Quixote Pirates type. Like that's how they should have done this card. So yeah, I would find it. Anyways, I would find it very, very hard to believe that somebody's gonna run this card. I mean, it still has some pretty decent stats. 5-cost 6K, 1,000 counter, and it's a blocker. But in the Don Quixote OP14, if your leader is multicolored, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and rest. Like, that's a really good ability. But yeah, I was thinking it was, oh man, I had some high hopes for that. But oh well. I still really like the way the card looks. And again, something's gonna come out and break this thing. Like, this thing looks cracked. I love the way this card looks. All right, you go to the, so that's 3. That's 3 hits, but we still got 2 left. Fingers crossed we got 2 left. All right. I want to weigh the rest of these. Yeah, I haven't weighed any of them. We got 8 left. 8 packs left. I'm gonna weigh these. Let's see what we got. We haven't even hit any of the foil Don cards yet that I remember. I don't remember hitting any foil Don cards. So there's still 2 foil Don cards in here, unless we get a gold Don, and that'll take the space of them. In this pack, this next pack, all right, this will be it. I'm not even gonna weigh it because I already know I got this manga here. Let's go, Joy Boy. If this is a manga, trust me, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm going crazy. All right. I have not pulled a manga yet. I'm newer to the game. I'm sure I'll get one eventually. You know, one of these days I'll get one. It's just a matter of time. All right, manga Sanji. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here because this is the Kobe that I was talking about that I think is the best rare out of all of them. And I can't think of them all off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure like this one was sticking out of my mind because I really liked it. 4-cost, 5K, 1K counter. Opponent's turn. If your leader has the Navy type, this character gains plus 1,000 power. Okay, so it was this character gains plus 1,000 power on defense, essentially. So when it's your opponent's turn. When attacking, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 base power or less. Okay, so it's base power. So it's going to get rid of like some chump blockers, some searchers, that kind of thing. Then if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, draw 1 card. Like that, I love everything about that. Like that's a very, very good stat line. All right, moment of truth. It's the manga Nico Robin. Joy Boy, let's go. It's the manga Nico. How cool would that be? No one has the manga Nico because it doesn't exist except for me.
You literally got it because I had it in my pocket because I was just like, no.
Okay.
And you were like, oh my gosh, I should get the card. I'm like, this one.
I'm being an ass. baby, I probably would be about that same. I tricked my wife. She thought I really hit a manga. All right, 22.29. Let's see, this one feels light. 2200. That one felt very light. This one feels light too. Maybe that one was the heavy one. 2212. Just line them up. 2212. All right. 2212. All right, so we got 2 foil dons in these packs and 1 alt. And this is minimum, right? Again, we could definitely have like a manga or a special print or something like that. 22. 22.29. Okay, so these are our dons. These are the alt dons here, and then one of these, which it's hiding pretty well because they all weighed pretty much the same. But these are gonna be our alt dons. So I'm gonna open these. See if we get a gold. I like gold, Mr. Powers. Well, I guess it wasn't gold. It wasn't. Obviously, it was the same person, but it wasn't Dr. Evil who said I like gold. It was Gold Finger. All right, so let's see what we get. All right, God Thread, again, one of those cards that was very popular. I think this card was getting very popular because of Roger. So it's a 5-cost main, 5-cost event. Main, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less, then add 1 Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. So it basically KOs one of, not basically, but it KOs one of your opponent's characters that they played, the turn before probably. Then it ramps one for you as well. So I'm pretty sure that this card was going pretty crazy because of the Roger, ramping for Roger. Come on, we will fight you. Shirahoshi. Monkey D. Luffy. Hina. And Buggy. Wah wah. Alright, let's see. Where's my other one? I think this one was it. Alright, so let's see if we're getting a gold Don today. I mean, if we're gonna get a manga, I don't have to get a gold Don. If we're gonna get a manga, let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's see what we got. Sangoro, Shiryu, not too bad. Abruku, Emporio, Shiki, Kobe. Well, the good news is we didn't get a gold Don, so we can still get a special print or that manga. What were these? This one was so I got a Buggy and a Kobe. Yeah, these were the foil Dons. Oh yeah, I guess you guys can't really see that well. So I gotta. Yeah, these are the foil Dons, Buggy and the Kobe. I love the fact that, so I just love everything about PRB-02. Like, I genuinely do. The boxes, you get more hits, you get more guaranteed. It's like in a typical box, there's a chance, like I've even got boxes and I've seen other people open boxes where you only get 2 hits. So you get a secret rare and then an alt, and that's just like such a bummer to only have 2. Like, personally, I think it really should be 4, but the absolute minimum should be 3 hits, like 2 alts and a fucking secret rare, or maybe 2 secret rares or something. But I really like the fact that these boxes have a minimum of 4, and I genuinely think that that's what Bandai should do with their regular boxes, right? There should be 4 hits in the regular box, but yeah, and then you get secret rares, which are, excuse me, you get super rares in every pack, which, you know, obviously you can't do that or whatever, but they come out with a ton of different Don cards for a ton of different characters. Like, it gives people that have, you know, non Straw Hat Crew favorites, it gives them a chance to, you know, start collecting Don for those people, for those characters. And I wasn't a part of the game, you know, when EBO 1 came out or PRBO 1, that kind of thing, when a lot of the older Don came out. But I don't think like Frankie has any Don. I don't think like Brooke has any Don. So it's kind of cool because like there's so many different characters in the game that when PRBO 3 comes out, you know, that's going to be a banger as well. When PRBO 3 comes out, hopefully, you know, maybe Frankie has a leader by that point, so they'll come out with some leader, or excuse me, they'll come out with like some Don for leader. But they could just do so much with the Don cards. I love that. I love everything about PRBO 2. Like they did such a good job. Like it's such a good set. Borsellino, like I said, like there's so many characters out there, and people have those favorites, like the favorites that aren't just Luffy and Zoro and Nami, and those are all great. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious, you know, those are the main protagonists of the series. People are gonna like them. That's fine, right? But at the same time, there's a ton of different characters that people can relate to for whatever reason, right? And it'll let them kind of come out with, you know, gives them that flexibility for, you know, many, many years in the future. They're going to do the Zoros, they're going to do the Namis, they're going to do the Luffys, obviously, but they're going to eventually come out with the Borsellino leader. They're going to eventually come out with like a Frankie leader. They're going to eventually come out with pretty much a leader for everybody, right? They came out with the Koala leader. Like, who is Koala? Koala is a nobody in the series. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. She has a leader card before like a Frankie or Brooke. You know what I'm saying? I think those are the last two that don't have leader cards from the Straw Hats. So there's so many different like routes that they can go. So it gives people a chase, right? It gives people a chase to try and get their favorite characters Don cards, right? So when I'm going to post these, when I do decide to post all these, when I have posted the Don cards in the past, you know, there are some that kind of sit there, right? But then eventually somebody picks any of the Don up because people have their different tastes in their leaders or whatever, or their favorite characters. So people are going to chase their favorite characters, the Dons, for them. I mean, she is, but she's not. Koala's my main deck that I run, and I've been running it for like 3 months at this point. I love Koala. Koala is fantastic, but I am just saying relative to Borsellino, right? Relative to a Borsellino, she barely gets as much camera time as like even a Borsellino, right? She doesn't get as much camera time as like Frankie or as Brooke, you know, two of the main characters of the main crew, right? And then, you know, if you look at like a lot of the other crews or whatever, Shanks crew, Shanks has been the only leader that's had Shanks has been the only leader the only red-haired pirates that's had a leader, right? There's a ton of characters in there, like Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo. Eventually, they're going to come out with, you know, like Rocks. Once there's more information that comes out about Rocks, right? In the show, they're going to have like a Rocks, you know, leader. So there's so much that they can do with it. It just, and I get it, right? They have to have some. They can't just kind of like go all at once and release everything all at once. But it gives them a lot of longevity, if that makes sense, right? They're going to be able to have a lot of content come out over the next few years. Edward Newgate. Charlotte Katakuri, White Snake, another Buggy. But that one was not foil. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I'm opening the heavier packs. We gotta open the light packs first. So we're gonna try and save our. I'm trying to save the last hit for the. Hopefully we got 2 hits again. It's kind of looking a little suspect. I don't know if we're gonna get 2 hits, but there's a chance. But we have 1 hit guaranteed. This Mr. 3 again, it's one of those things where it's kind of like, is this a good card? But all it takes is somebody to come out in the future to make this card good. This effect can be activated when this character is arrested by your opponent's effect. You may trash this character and draw 2 cards. It's a chump blocker, 2 cost, 1000 power, 1k counter. So it's just anti-rest, which is something they're trying to come up with, which I like, because resting my characters really pisses me off. But I don't run blue, I just run black and yellow. Call me Wiz Khalifa. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, is this my? Oh no, that doesn't look like it. All right, just don't be a lime juice. Ooh, Koala, very good card. Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger. Marshall D. Teach. Why does this Teach feel thicker than? My Teach feels thicker than other cards. Weird. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Alright. Alright, it's down to 2. Down to 2. Watch there only be 3 hits in this box. I'd be like, what the hell? I'm thinking we was gonna get 5. We only got 3. Alright. Got the Nico Robin. Gion. Jewelry Bonnie. I have noticed, right, and this there's no well, I haven't done the research when it comes to this, but I have noticed in the past when I was like taking a lot more notes on the packs and boxes that I was opening, this pack was probably a heavy pack because, or this box was probably a heavy box because for whatever reason, the packs that have the new characters in them were heavier, and this one had a ton of the new. So I was a little worried when I started opening a bunch of the new characters. I was worried that the box was going to just be mainly one of the new character boxes, right? So I didn't think that. Oh, we got a Marco. So we've hit, I know we've hit at least 11 or 12 of them, of the characters from the new set. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Okay. So this is the special print. So we still have a hit. Oh my gosh. Let's go. So I was kind of down, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of gave up hope. But we really about to have 2 hits in the last 2 packs. Let's go. And this Rebecca, yeah, that's a big dub. Like, and this Rebecca is like one of the most popular cards in the set. It looks so good. Let me go grab a let's go grab a top loader for it. Okay, this box was a banger. This box was definitely a banger. We not only did we get a ton of not only did we get a ton of and even in this pack was a banger of all the packs. Like these 2 are extremely valuable. Like this Marco has been going for like 20 bucks pretty much since the actually it got up to 40 bucks for like a day. It was up to 40, but I missed that wave. I hadn't posted my cards in time, so I missed when the Marco was selling for 40 bucks. But it's been consistently between like 18 and $20. This Jewelry Bonnie, a rare card that's gotten up to like 10 bucks itself, hit both of those in one pack. Then we hit this Rebecca, which I was running a Rebecca in my bad. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. Let's go. Gotta focus up here, man. I'm tripping. Gotta focus up. So yes, I was running Rebecca in, I think I was running Rebecca in Koala when I just was kind of, I was all over the place with it. I had so much stuff I was cooking up and it just didn't work out too well. But this Rebecca is, first off, this looks so fantastic. One of the things I really like, I really want to get this card graded. I have an obsession. I'm not gonna lie, I have an obsession with getting my cards graded now. But this card looks so good. Like what I really like about what they did with the special print cards here, and I think it's something they may be trying to do from here on out because I saw it in the I'm seeing it in the Ben Beckman from OP13 that I pulled as well. The special print, like all the lines around, and it's not 100% of the lines, but a good majority of like the outlines are like golden. Let's try and why is my stream in? Okay, yeah. The ring light is kind of, but you can see what I mean. Like right when it hits the ring light. Yeah, like all the outside edges of pretty much everything are golden. Right? Yeah, I really want to get this card graded now. This looks amazing. I'm actually so pumped. I am actually so pumped. Like I didn't think we were gonna get anything in this. We were down to 2 packs. Let's talk about some last pack magic. Not only did the last pack, the second to last pack have some last pack magic in it, but this card is still our alt. So this is a special print. So the special print is gonna be like that extra hit from the box, and then so we'll still have an alternate art in here as well. So from my research, right, from the research of opening like probably 10 boxes at this point of PRB-02, but yeah, this looks so good. Oh man, I am very happy with this. I am super happy with this card. And it's one of the more valuable ones from the set. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. Hey, Joy Boy, that's why you gotta join the stream every time. You feel me, babe? If you're listening, can you if Cho Mutta and Joy Boy are still here, can you gift them some subs, please? Please and thank you. And if you're not here, then we'll get you guys taken care of next time. That pack was actually a freaking banger. Like I said, this pack had the Marco in it, then it also had the Jewelry Bonnie in it, which are 2 of the most popular cards from the set. And then this Rebecca just looks so good. Oh my goodness. I'm actually very happy with this. I'm super happy with this Rebecca. What? And Joy Boy as well too. Please. You the best, babe. Thank you. Ronnie Odin, congratulations, you got one. Cho Mutta, is he still in here? Oh, Ronnie Odin, welcome. You're sub now. You're stuck with us. Very nice. Yes, no problem. Thank you for the luck, man. Thank you for the.
I can't see the chat, and whenever I get to set, it's just random. So I think I have both of them now.
I don't think you did show mother.
I don't. Okay, well, I just did 3 of them.
Oh, you did. You did. I see it.
Okay.
You did it. Okay, cool.
So
Thank you,
the
babe.
other guy was random. He just got
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, dub. Babe, thank you. Cool. Well, welcome. And we gotta take Cho Mudders back. Cho Mudders should be gifting subs up in here. He just hit a lick. 11K lick. He spent it all on buying cases and stuff. But welcome, you guys. You're stuck with me for at least the next 30 days. And then, choose to do whatever you want to after that. But thank you. I'm very glad to have you. This is a blast. I love doing this with you guys. Last pack magic. Even though we know it's going to be a hit. Because we did the research. And I did kind of, put the odds in our favor because I weighed the packs and, we opened the lighter packs, and these were the 2 of the heavier packs. Monkey D. Dragon. Ooh, oh my God, this box was a banger. We get the alt Newgate. Like the 2 secret rares weren't crazy. They was cool, they was cool. But the alts and we hit a special print. Yeah, this box was a banger. Let's go. Yes, this thing looks absolutely crazy. Look at this. Look at everything going on here, man. Yeah, this is one that needs to go into a sleeve as well. We got little oars in the background. Yeah, so they got all the Whitebeard pirates here, it looks like. We got Marco flying over here. Obviously Newgate punching the 4th wall. Yeah, this is so dope. Yeah, I love the way this Newgate looks. Oh man. 7, so it's a 7 cost, 8,000 power, 4 Emperor Whitebeard Pirates type. With on play, give up to 1 Restodon card to your leader or one of your characters. I actually think this card is running in Ace. Maybe they're just running the 10 drop Ace and the tax beard. Maybe those are the only 2 that they're running. I'm not 100% sure, but activate main. You may rest this character. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power or less. Yeah, so this thing looks absolutely crazy. So I typically stream every day. And I probably need to move my stream back like 30 minutes because I try and do it like right when my daughter goes to bed at 8:30, and this is Central Time, Central American Time. I don't know what the hell it's called, Central Standard Time. So like 8:30 is typically when I stream, but I haven't been able to do that because she be doing some BS. So I won't say that. So I'll say not between 9 and 9:30. Those are the typical start times, between 9 and 9:30 Central Standard Time every single day. If I plan on doing anything like, unless like some sort of emergency pops up when I just can't stream or whatever, I'm typically pretty good about, letting you guys know, okay, I won't be able to stream, or I want to be streaming a little early the next day, or whatever the case may be. But I typically will give you guys like prior notice to those types of things. But we'll say between 9 and 9:30, I'll start the stream between 9 and 9:30 every day. So, yes. Whew. This is why I love PRB-02. Right fucking here. This shit. I have so many boxes and I want to keep them, but I'm like, I don't want to keep them. I want to open them. I want to open my boxes of PRB-02. like because like this shit right here. This shit is so. Those last two packs were just crazy. I hit the Boa, I hit the Marco. The only card out of the like the more popular PRB-02 exclusives that I didn't hit was the Zoro. So I hit the Sabo, hit the Marco, hit the Boa, hit the Jewelry Bonnie, and I think I hit the Shiryu, which these aren't the popular ones. I hit the Shiryu, the Luffy. I hit the Dofi, but I had the alt art from the Dofi. So yeah, this box was absolutely a banger, and we hit this dope ass. Both of the alts that I got were alts that I didn't have before, which is great. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tripping. I need to put this I need to put these in cases too. The Rebecca had to go into a case ASAP. She had to go into a case immediately. But all right, so these are the special pretty ones, and you guys are pretty too. I bring you over here. I bring you here. I bring you here. I take care of you. Alrighty. All right, so these are the hits for the day. Oh yeah, Eastern time zone between 10 and 10:30. Yeah, that's typically my start time. So yeah, if you're around, love to have you, especially after you bringing that luck with you. Yeah, but this box was an absolute banger. The star of the show, though, don't get me wrong, I love the way this new gate looks. I absolutely love it. Like, if we're being honest, like, I probably like the new gate. I honestly don't know. I don't know, because I love the way the Rebecca, it really isn't fair, because the thing I like the most is the gold lines. Like, I do love the artwork. I love everything that's going on here, but the gold outlining. Yeah, let's try and hit that. The gold outlining just really like sets this stuff apart. Like, the hearts are outlined, all the different highlights and things like that are all outlined in gold, and it just looks so good. Her name is in gold. The cost is in gold. The power is in gold. I mean, she has 0 power, but it just looks so good. But that was definitely the star of the show. Absolutely. Then we have 2 cards that I don't have yet, or I didn't have yet. The New Gate, the alt art for the New Gate, and then the Doflamingo from PRB-02, which I had a little bit of I had more high hopes for the Doflamingo, because I thought it was going to be ran in the new Doflamingo, which when they do shit like that, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, the Boa that just released is going to be able to be run in the OP-14 Boa. This Doflamingo, obviously you can run them in the OP-14, because it's still in the OP-14 Doflamingo, but if your leader is multicolored, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and rest it. And I don't even remember what the original Doflamingo is. I think what is it, the Doflamingo from like OP-1 or OP-2? 2, I want to say. Yeah, I think he is I think he's maybe a blue, or excuse me, a purple leader as well. Maybe this probably can be ran in sugar. Maybe this is a sugar Doflamingo, because she's red and purple. But let's go. I'm actually super pumped. You know what? I'm not gonna kick you guys out just yet. Because I'm gonna do this. I do this after every stream anyways, but I'm gonna walk y'all through, what I be doing after my streams. Let me make sure all right, we can look at some, I want to look up this, let's look at TCG Player real quick. Show my, did I look familiar? Let's see. I typically like to refresh, just because it changes literally by the second. Every time I refresh it, I'm sure it'll be something different. So if you weren't around, I don't know if this, I don't know if the, if, I don't know how far back Twitch saves the videos or whatever, but I did open this Monkey D. Luffy on stream, and I didn't. What's funny is like I didn't realize like it was a hit, like the biggest hit that I've ever gotten. I didn't realize that because I hadn't seen the card or anything like that. I was just opening one of the treasure packs. So the very first booster box that I opened, I because they were giving out those treasure packs with them, with the booster packs that you bought during the pre-release event. Not even the pre-release event, but during the week of the pre-release. So I went and bought my first box, brought it home, opened the box on stream. First thing I did, obviously, was open the little pack that had the 3 cards in them, and I had this in the pack, and I'm just like, oh man, this looks really good. Okay, cool. I set it to the side, and I'm opening my box, and later on, I go through and I'm looking, and I find it. I'm like, wait a minute, this card is selling for $1,000 right now. Right, because the card had just came out, and if we look right now, this card is selling for minimum $1,500. Like it has the market price as $964. Obviously, this is gonna go up and down. I don't even know if any. So it's something sold for $1,300. There's only 4 listed. The cheapest one is $1,500. So it's all about supply and demand. If there's no supply and the demand is high, which it is for these types of cards, right? This is like one of those very, very rare special cards. The price on it's just going to go up. And I did send mine in to Beckett to be graded. I did that probably like 3.5 weeks ago. So I signed up for like one of the more expedited ones, so it isn't the fastest one, but they said I should be getting it back in between like 20 to 25 days, I want to say. So we're coming up, and they do, those are business days, so we're coming up on that threshold. So I'm hoping within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, hopefully I get it graded, I get it back, and we're gonna open that bad boy on stream, of course, and we'll see what we get, right? And this did go to Beckett, so if we hit a black label on that, those can sell for like, that could probably get up in between like $15,000 and $20,000 for something like, if it was a black label. So we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. It's selling for $1,500 just raw. So just having it graded in the first place is gonna increase the value on it quite a bit. But let's go back. This Kuma price is going back up for Kuma. This is what I was talking about, the Marco that we pulled, Gum Gum Giant. I sent that off to PSA. I did it with, I used GameStop, their bulk order system or whatever they have. So I'm probably not gonna get this one back until like February, honestly, because I did this like 2 weeks ago. I sipped it in 2 weeks ago, so it's probably gonna be like February-ish before I get that back. What else do we got? Gold Roger. Some of this stuff makes me sick because I had this Gear 2 Altar, but I sold it at that event that I went to a couple months ago when I was super new in the game, and I didn't realize what I had, and it kind of sucks because it's selling for the same as this Dead Man's Game, which I did have that graded. I have that in my little collection. I only have 3 graded cards right now. I have this card, have this one. It's really cool to like look through the more popular selling cards and to be like, oh yeah, I have this one, I have this one. I wanted this card so bad, but I knew that this was gonna just kind of go up and up and up. Which Shanks? Oh, you're talking about the last page, huh? I go back to the last page and look at it. said, it ships every time. Like every time you refresh the page, it'll shift. Oh yeah, this Shanks is gonna go. This is one of those cards where it's gonna go higher than this. It definitely is gonna go higher than this. And if people start to get them graded, which I'm sure that they are gonna start grading them. It's eventually when I kind of become more established in the whole game, right? Like this looks like a crazy number to me, right? To spend $1,000 on a card, to spend $1,500 or $3,000 on a card, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm in this game where like you can have the cards graded and it just is going to increase the value by so much more, like I could potentially see myself again. Probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen before the end of the year, and it may not happen next year or anything like that. It just kind of really depends on how deep into this I want to get. But maybe I can see myself spending $1,000 on a card and having it graded, holding on to it for a year or so, and then see what happens, see what it goes up to. But yeah, that Shanks is absolutely bonkers. We got the Zoro Juros. I love seeing this card go up. That makes me so happy. Makes me so happy because this card was down to like $70 and I was very, very sad. So I do have one of these graded, came back as a 10. Have this card, That was on the last page. I do have this card, this boa, but it's in the illustration box, and I bought the illustration box for $50. I'm thinking, like, would it be worth it to open it? Because it's $31 raw. I did see one of these boas sell for like more than that. I think it was like $90 to $100 on eBay. And it was graded. It was a 10. So I'm like, you know what? I paid like $50 for the box. Just this one card itself could sell for $100. Graded, that would definitely be worth it. This PRB-02. Selling for $30. I have a couple of them. I had one of these. I sold it because I'm stupid. Have this one. Obviously have this one. Have this one. All right. This is the last page we're gonna do. Then I'm gonna look at eBay for a minute. Have these. Ooh, that looks so good. Even the silver Shanks is going for, $710. I didn't realize. I mean, this makes sense, but I didn't realize Perona had an alt art. Oh, this pudding looks so good. Oh my goodness. Again, when I was playing in one of the tournaments, like when I was actually playing tournaments like a month and a half ago, somebody had this in their deck just playing it. I'm just like, why? What are you doing? What benefits do you get from playing this card in your deck, you crazy, crazy bastard? I lied. I'm going to go one more page. I really like looking at this stuff. This was the PRB-02 Zoro that I was talking about. It's just a rare, and it's selling for $11. It's actually crazy. This Ben Beckman, I pulled this the other day. Selling for, market price is $57, but the lowest... Oh, that's a lightly played foil, too. The lowest a new one is going for is $84. That makes me happy because it was very low the other day. It was in the $50 range. So seeing it up to $85 makes me happy. All right. What are y'all talking about in here? Chomudda, you wasn't paying attention. Let's see. I'll show you the hits here in a second. I still have them all lined up and stuff. But yes, it was a banger, man. You missed it. Let's see. Oh hell no, Joy Boy. I have not made a profit. I'm literally, as we speak. I think I brought this up yesterday, but I spoke with or maybe 2 days ago. I spoke with like a tax professional. And then I spoke with one again today because I'm just super worried about it. But like I'm looking at all my receipts, and this isn't even all my receipts, but I started collecting receipts like in October, like at some point in October, like the beginning ish of October, according to the receipts that I have, because I started to think like, hey, maybe this can be made into like a business, because that's when I started streaming right around that time, and I started selling cards and things like that. So I was like, hey, I'm actually making money doing it. Um, so I'm very much in the hole when it comes to the amount of money that I spent versus what I've sold. I would say like right now, I haven't looked in a while, but I would assume I've probably sold like close to like $2,000 worth of cards on TCG Player, but I've spent so much more than that. But the good thing about it is that I've kept all my receipts, and like my receipts, I'm just gonna show you guys. Like you can look at my floor over here. Like these are all receipts that I have. It's just kind of lined up. These are paper receipts because I, you know, wasn't doing a good job of like digitizing things, and I'm gonna start digitizing them. Like that's why I have them all laid out here. I sorted them by day because like sometimes I would go into like a Target and buy like, you know, do like 10 orders or something like that. So anyways, I have them sorted by day. Eventually I'm going to scan them. I literally just did this earlier today. So I'm going to scan them probably within the next couple of days, and so I can have them digitized here, so it makes it easier if I decide to do my taxes, or if I have a professional to do my taxes. But then I have other receipts like from the different events that I've been to in the past. Like they don't print me out a receipt, they just send me a digital receipt. So yeah, so all that being said, yeah, hell yeah, I've spent more money on cards than I've made. I'm not in the profit margin yet. I haven't made any money overall yet, but it's still going to be a benefit because all this stuff I'll be able to write off on my taxes. So it'll lower my tax burden, and hopefully I can get some more money back on my taxes. So, but yeah, so no, I have not made a profit. Yes, I do. That is very true. And I don't know when I'm going to sell them. So eventually, yeah, I'm sure that I will be profitable, right? I'll eventually have, you know, sold more money than or sold more in inventory. But like that's how any business starts, right? Even the person I was talking to today, you know, I was telling her, I was having a conversation. She was like, that's extremely common for new businesses um, to be in the red like their first couple years, right? Because you know, you have to start somewhere, right? You have to build the inventory. You have to get the, I don't know if you're, you know, you have to pretty much spend money to make money, right? So if you're opening a McDonald's, you got to take a loan out to get the building and that kind of stuff, whatever the case may be. So yeah, so this first little bit, I'm just really happy that we can expense this stuff out, so we'll be able to, you know, that'll lower the tax burden overall. So I'm very happy about that. This new laptop that I bought this this lamp here, or this ring light that I'm using to hold my phone. That's pretty much my hand cam. And yeah, that'll be written off. I have a mic, and I have a old ass. It's not that old. I think it's still 1080p, but this camera that you guys are looking at me on, this is, you know, my wired camera. Probably, you know, the beginning of this next year, I'll probably get a better camera, better mic, that kind of stuff, because again, those will be written off on my taxes for 2026. So yeah, that's. Sorry, I went down a whole rabbit hole, but like, set me off. You can't be doing that. I love that stuff. All right, I'm gonna switch over, and then we can kind of look back at these. I'm gonna show one of my the hits if you're still on, and you're welcome. You're welcome for the for this. Let's see, what are we doing? Here we go. Hand cam, focus up. Focus. All right. So this is all that we hit. We hit the 2 secret rares. Nothing to write home about. We did hit the Sanji and we hit the Trafalgar Law. The alt art for the Don Quixote do Flamingo, which is dope because I don't have this card yet. We hit the Edward Newgate, and bro, it was crazy. You missed it. It was so dope because we had went through pretty much all the packs except for we were down to the last 2, and I was like, I pretty much, if I'm being honest, I had given up hope that we were gonna hit a special print because you either get 4 in the PRB-02 boxes, you either get 4 or 5 hits, right? So you're guaranteed to get 4, 2 secret rares, and then 2 alt arts. You're guaranteed to get that, but in some of the boxes, there's going to be either a gold Don card or a special print, right? So you get 5 hits in those boxes, and it's not guaranteed that you're going to get one of those. So it's a bare minimum of 4. Those are the typical boxes. You get 4 of the hits, which we mentioned here. This box, we just so happened to get a hit, and so we were down to the last 2 packs, and I had only had 3 hits so far. I'm like, okay, we're probably not going to get, what are the odds that the last 2 packs are going to be the hits, right? That's kind of what I had mentioned or had said, or maybe I just thought it. But what are the odds that the last 2 were hits, and then the last 2 just so happened to be hits? So this is the star of the show. This Rebecca. This is from OP, OP05. So this is an old Rebecca. This is a special print. Yeah. So you can see the gold lining on her. It looks absolutely amazing. Then we also got this Newgate, which looks absolutely incredible. I actually really, really like the way this Newgate looks. He's at the forefront up here. White beard, and then he got his whole crew. You can see Izo in there. You can see Vista, Fosa, Marco, obviously. Yeah, you can see pretty much everybody. Oars in the background. Yeah, you can see his whole crew on here. So yeah, these be the hits. These be them. Yeah, so a couple more minutes. I want to keep looking at some of these. I'm obsessed with looking at these. Yeah, got that one. Very, very happy with that one. Just pulled this like 2 days ago. Pulled this this Lilith isn't carrying on as well. That would be a cool hit. I've opened a couple of these. This is one of the ones that I'm missing. This My Era Begins. I don't have that. Man, for 120, I really think I think I could buy this card. Like for 120, I could buy that and then have it graded because again, I'm obsessed with grading. I got this Emu. Wish I had that. That looks good. Offline. I told you these even the rares are selling for quite a bit from PRB-02. The PRB-02 exclusive cards are selling for quite a bit, right? This is a card that we just pulled in that last pack too. So we pulled the Marco, and we pulled the Jewelry Bonnie from those last 2 packs. The Otama is selling for $10. Market price $10. Oh, is this mine? No, this isn't mine. Oh, that's the reason I came in here in the first place. Oh, this is so good to see. That market price just keeps going up and up and up. Have a couple of these. I think I got 3 of these. I have this. This one was graded already. And it's signed by the English voice actor. I just got that done like 2 weeks ago. It's signed by the Gold D. Roger voice actor. Not the actual card because it had already been graded by the time I knew that this event was going to happen. And so it's just the case, but hey, it still counts. And this right here is the manga from the PRB-02 set. This Sanji right here, selling for $1,000. 1,000 buckaroos. Oh, that card looks so good. I should have bought this card when I saw it for like $500, but again, I was like, I can't see myself spending $500 for this card, blah, blah, blah. Sold this Stussy at the event that I went to. I need to look. Okay, I'm gonna get too far into these things. I'm never gonna find what I'm looking for. That's okay, right? We ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, I don't like how every time even when I switch the pages, because I could have missed something. Oh, look at that, Rebecca. Only 5 listings, and it starts at 130. Like the market price, I typically go off whatever price is the highest, but usually Zorro $11. Um, Usually the first card is like a Japanese card. So when you see that card, or so when you see that number, you're looking at these. Please don't tell me it went away. Okay, so when you're looking at these numbers, typically this card is like a Japanese card, so it's so much cheaper. It's like $70 or something like that. For example, here it'd be like $70. But here we obviously aren't dealing with that. So yeah, that is so nice to see. Lowest 130. That card looks very good. I'm very pumped. That card, I can see myself having that card graded. I definitely could. I keep saying one more page, but what's one more page? What's one more page between friends? This is Katakuri going up. He was down to like $1. I ran out of water. Oh, there was a little bit left in there. Good. Man, I wish I was able to go to this Dallas day. See, she's just following me. Okay, what's the other one I want to look up? That actually makes me very happy that this one is selling for 130. Don Quixote. So we're gonna go to just PRB-02 400. Love to see it. Boa. Man, I want to open up another. Should I open up another box of PRB-02 tonight, y'all? Just kidding. I'm not really gonna do it, but I did think about it. Okay, got this Boa Don. I got this card. I got this card. I got this one. Did I sell this one? I don't think I sold this one. No, I'm sure I wouldn't have sold that one. I'm not crazy. I think I had like 3 of these. So I think I have 2 of these left. Have this one. Have this one. Don't have this gold Nami though. This law looks dope. I have this Don. I have this alt art. This we're still trying to get this card from my boy Gold Pizza Don. We're still trying to get it. Once we get it, we'll send it out. Okay, so this Doflamingo, it's about $12. Not too bad, not too shabby. Got that. I've got that. I've opened up so many packs. It's not even funny. Got this. I think I have this alt. Maybe I watched a video of somebody who opened that one. I'm gonna look at some eBay. Real quick. See what's selling on eBay. On the Bay. This is crazy. $11,000. This is super pre-release. So you kind of see cards like starting to sell. Like, I don't know if it's like, is this the same person? No, these are 2 different people, but let's look at here. Let's see. Oh, this is from the PSA vault. So PSA vault just got a bunch of cards in a row. But you start seeing like the same cards. Wow, somebody actually got this graded. That's kind of surprising. Nami stay. Ooh, red manga. That's actually crazy though. The Luffy is selling for more than this, just raw. And yeah, it's selling just raw, and this one is a PSA 10, selling for 9,000. Yeah, it's actually crazy. Okay, we'll look at a couple more, and I'll let you guys go. But see, so this is what I was talking about. So this is that same card that we looked at that's in the illustration box, right? And I paid $50 for the box. So if I open the box and get the card graded and sell it for 100, you know, with the grading fees and stuff like that, I'd probably break even, but I'd still have the packs that are in that first box and then the other cards that are in that box, which are valuable as well too. So I can probably get all those cards graded. I like to see that. I want to see it go up a little bit more since I'm having a couple of them graded. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them, getting 2 or 3 of them graded right now. Wow, an original Roger selling for 110, and that helps me out. That helps me out. So you're behind a bit, so I'm not sure which Monkey D. Luffy card we're talking about. Are we talking about the red manga Monkey D. Luffy? Or which one are we talking about? Because by the time I see your message, I've scrolled through a bunch of Luffy's already, so I'm not sure which one we're talking about. Oh, the Wanted. Let's see. I mean, the card shops, from what I've seen, they usually go off of like TCG Player, right? TCG Players, what I've seen, I'm sure there are other card shops that use different means to kind of like value their cards, probably different websites, like price charting is one. Typically I have price charting up here. I don't know why I don't have it up right now, but whatever. But what I typically see is like they'll give you like, depending on like how bad they want the card, they'll give you between like 60 to 80% of the value of the card. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, where's a Wanted Luffy at? I might have passed it again. But like, yeah, just in general, yeah, these are, they probably would look at like eBay if you had a graded Wanted Luffy, right? They probably look at this. They probably be like, okay, we'll split the difference. We'll call it 1150, or probably 1050. I don't know what the hell they would do. They would probably call it like 1075. Let's just say they'll call it 1075. Split the difference between these two, and they probably give you like, but again, between like 60 and 80%. Again, depending on how bad they want the card or whatever. All right, so they give you $700. Let's just kind of split the difference. They'll give you $700 for this particular Luffy graded, and their logic behind it is like they need to make some money, which I understand, right? I get it, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna hold on to the card for a year or whatever. The value of the card is gonna go up, and they're gonna have made the money that they basically, I don't want to call it ripped you off of, but that's on the other end, like that's how it feels, right? It feels like a rip off because they're only giving you, but people sell it to them, so and they know what they're in for when they do it. So they basically made that $300 difference by not giving you full price for it. They made that $300 and they sell it for $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever. Then they made an additional $500 to $1,000 on top of that. So it is what it is. And again, it is a risk for them too, because if the value of that card goes down, then they potentially lose the money. But they have a buffer there, obviously, because they're not gonna, because they're already buying the card from you for $300 less. So they have that buffer there. Anyways, 340. I have no idea off the top of my head. I would say that's probably like 280-ish range, 300 to 280, or 280 to 300 is probably 80% of that. Just kind of some rough math off the top of my head. Yeah, but I mean, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not bad at all. But honestly, like, you can sell it in a shop. And now that I'm thinking about it, like to me, like I typically sell the cards that I'm selling for like the price, right? Like for what I'm seeing, and typically I go a little bit higher than what I'm seeing like the cards go for on average. Um, but I get why like somebody that doesn't have like an online store, that kind of thing, it's probably like more of a pain, or like eBay, because you have to create the entire account. So like it's probably easiest to go sell the card to like a shop or whatever. But like I guess in this scenario, I'm the shop, but I just don't buy the cards, um, because I typically sell cards for like 100% of the value, right? Or typically more. Like I'd sell it for more of the market price. Typically, if I'm being honest, like any of the cards that I'm trying to potentially make profit off of, I'll set it for a little bit higher than what the market rate is, just because I'll look through like a couple of the listings and stuff, and I'll kind of see like what I think I can get away with. I'm like, oh, I probably can sell this card for $90. Sometimes they sit there. Like I have a Riftbound card that is selling for like 85 right now, and I've had it up for about 2 weeks, and I did have it for 150 for a couple of for probably about a week. And then I think last week, actually, I moved it down to 100, and it's still sitting there. So I don't think I'm going to go any lower than 100, because if they don't want it for 100, they can't have it. But yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's what I have seen, and my 2 cents really is probably what that's worth. Tsunami. I had the Tsunami, but again, I sold it. I don't know if I'll ever sell any cards to shops ever again. Like, seriously, I still regret doing it, and it's been 4 months. It's been 4 months, and I still regret selling those cards to those people. Boa. See a theme here. See a theme in these cards here. Holy shit, this boa's going for Thou Wow. These Namis with the big boobs. The boas with the big boobs. They're going for a lot. Let's see. This Nami, where the hell is this Nami coming from? I'm just seeing a ton of them. Do I have this? I think I might have this Kuzan. Oh, this is Japanese. I was like, shit, I would love to have that card. Y'all know I love my koala. 1800 for this Luffy. This Dodger Luffy. Fiend isn't here, but Fiend, shout out to Fiend. Chopper. Yeah, it's fun to just kind of go through here, look through these. Oh, this is a Japanese wanted Luffy for 380. And typically the English ones go for more. Here, obviously. DMG for 300. I want to see that. I want to see that go for a little bit higher. So the lower that goes, the least beneficial it is for me. All right. We've hit like 2 hours, I think, or somewhere around there. Another DMG. It's 11. Yeah, cool. Ooh. Oh, it's a black label for 224. All right. I've been boring you guys for long enough. Man, this was a banger set of hour 45. Is that it? Let's go for the full 48. All right, yeah. So great absolutely ecstatic with the box that we opened. It's so funny because like in my head, I'm like, you know, I have a bunch of boxes back there, and in there I'm like, one of these boxes has a manga Sanji. I just gotta open them all and figure out which one it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's my toxic trait, thinking that there's a manga Sanji in there that I can open, get graded, and sell for like $2,000, and that would definitely cover everything that I've purchased. But I want to see, like, because if we look at PRBO, you know, I lied. We're gonna look at this again. Y'all gonna be sick of me. We're gonna really go for 45 hours. Let's go back to TCG Player. We're gonna look at PRB-02. We gonna look at the seal products. So they're going for like $199 right now, right? And I told you I probably average like $130, between $130 and $140, and what I paid for these. Let's look up PRB-01. We'll look up PRB-01 and see what the boxes are going for PRB-01. Oh, okay. Holy shit. This is crazy. PRB-01, which came out like a year ago. Well, probably like I don't know, a year and a half-ish ago. Let's see. And so it was when probably a year before PRB-01 came out. Or excuse me, PRB-02. So yeah, this is gonna show it goes to a max of a year, but these things are selling, and they're still selling. That's the thing. People are buying them. You know, we're not selling like 100 a day or anything like that, but people are buying them for $600, $750. The boxes of PRB-01 are selling for, right? None of these count. None of these count, blah, blah, blah. You don't count. Okay. Like the first, yeah, minor cosmetic damage on the box, whatever. So like the first boxes that don't have any crap to them, $750. And the thing is, they are selling. December 1st through 3rd, there's still 750, between 650, or excuse me, they're selling 17 of them, between 650 and 750. And in a year from now, the boxes that I have in there are going to be selling for this same amount. Probably, I personally think that there's a chance that this is going to surpass PRB-01, because in PRB-02, there was actually in PRB-02, there's actually a set of unique cards built in. It wasn't that way for PRB-01. It was literally just reprints from previous sets. PRB-02, they are the reprints from the previous sets, but there are unique cards to this set, and they're good cards too. So I genuinely think, like, I was being very optimistic, thinking like, oh, I can sell these boxes for $1,000, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, blah blah blah. I was thinking that, and you know, realistically, I was like, that's probably not going to happen. That's a very, very high number. But seeing PRB-01 sell for $750 gives me hope that PRB-02 could definitely sell for $1,000 a box. So we'll see what happens. Shit, I'd be happy if they could get up to $500 a box. A couple months ago, like 2 months ago, when PRB-02 first came out, I was looking at the boxes for PRB-01. They were about $450. So in 2 months, it went from $450 to $750 for a box of PRB-01. So these things, very volatile. They can, you know, spike in an instant. So I think I may have one more box of PRB-02 that I can open, one box max, and then the rest I'll kind of be sitting on. I don't know. I can't. We'll see. We will see. We'll see how things go, because I have a ton of boxes of other things that I'll open. By the time we get to open all the boxes that I have now, OP14 will come out, because OP14 is coming out in January. I would assume probably like the beginning of January, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Right now they're just saying January. OP14 will come out, and then EB03 is coming out in February. So like there's January, February. I would assume March and April will have the second half of EB03 because they're releasing EB03 in two halves. I'm assuming that there's going to be another set in March and then another set in April too. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to open. We're going to have a ton of stuff to open every Wednesday. Going to be a banger stream. We're going to open up a box of some shit. And yeah, we're going to kick it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some hits. We're going to get some hits. So thank you guys for sticking around. This stream went a little bit longer than I planned on it going, but that's a good thing, right? Because we're just hanging out, having fun. Very grateful to you guys for sitting and watching, and we will do this same time, same place tomorrow. Catch you later. And look at my ending screen too. I have a cool looking ending stream as well too. So check that out.
The piece to the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math because he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cause, the key to the treasure.